We're going to talk about how to grow a seven-figure business. And I'm talking a business here, not a job. We get into real estate and we think, we tell people, hey, I'm getting into the real estate business. And reality is we don't really have a business, we have a job because it depends on us. A real business would provide us money and freedom and give us more time in our life. But because, we have names on our for sale signs, we have business cards with our names on, we refer to, hey, I'm in the real estate business. Now, I didn't realize this when I first got into real estate. I didn't understand that really what I had was a job, and it was a job that totally relied on me. So when I stopped, the business stopped because it wasn't really a business, it was a job. So I did that for the first couple of years, and I worked really, really hard, as I imagine you do. And the idea was if I work harder and I trade more of my time for money and more of my time for money, that I'm going to get ahead of the game. And after about 2 years of this, I was working all the time. The money was okay, but I realized that was how it was going to be for the rest of my real estate career. In fact, I looked around at all the other RE/MAX agents, and a lot of them were divorced and they're working all the time and working weekends. And I'm thinking to myself as a young guy, do I really want this? So today, I'm so glad you're here because we're going to talk about how to leverage yourself so you can have what you really want, which is more money, more time, and more freedom in your life. That's really what we wanted to get out of real estate, right? We want more freedom. So let me know you're with us here today. Please do sign in. I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor. Let me know the city and state or city and province that you operate in. We get tons of referrals here in Craig Proctor Nation, and we give them out. We don't ask anything in return. Also, I'm going to be giving away a free report on our topic today. Again, if you joined us a bit late, we're going to talk about how to grow a seven-figure real estate business. Now, I know there's lots of people that talk about how to do this, but very few of them actually did this. There are all kinds of talking heads in the real estate industry talking about how to get rich and how to do this and how to make millions of dollars. And many of these have never actually made millions of dollars selling real estate. Do you guys know what I mean? Some of them have never even sold real estate. They've never had a license. Some of the big name coaches out there are pretenders. They've never actually done this. So what I bring to the table here today is I have been in all these different positions. I've been a brand new agent struggling, broke, can't pay the bills, and then became successful as a solo agent, but I'm working 70 hours a week, 7 days a week. And then I'm going to talk about how I leverage myself. And I started to hire people and I started to implement systems. That's what we're going to talk about today, the systems that are required. And many of you know my story. Within 3 years of having my real estate license, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the entire world for commissions earned. Not in the country, but in the entire world within 36 months of having my real estate license. So if I can do this, you can do this, right? Understand there's nothing special about me. Before I got into real estate, people told me, don't even get into real estate. You're never going to succeed. And I would say, why do you think that? Even my parents, they had some good points. I never really stuck with anything. I dropped out of college. I dropped out of university. I'd never sold anything in my life before. I knew nothing about marketing. So, people that really cared about me thought, what chance does he really have? But I did the opposite of what they said, and I got into real estate, and I made the same mistake that many of us make, right? We look around at what all the other real estate agents are doing, believing, well, that's the thing to do. And, we end up having jobs like them, bad jobs, where I think last year in the United States, 49% of the real estate agents sold one house or zero houses. 49% of the agents sold one transaction or zero transactions. So obviously, the traditional way of selling real estate is broken. Okay, so I've been there, I tried that, and I got to the point in year 2 where I was so frustrated that I was ready to leave real estate. But my problem was, and some of you may have the same problem, I really didn't have anywhere to go. I dropped out of college, I dropped out of university. So I had to figure out how to make real estate work. Well, here's where things turned around for me. I was invited to a direct response marketing seminar in Los Angeles, California. Now, Prior to that, I knew nothing about direct response marketing. My idea of marketing, looking around at what all the other agents were doing, my idea of marketing was, a picture of myself next to a set of golf clubs, or, I'm number one. I really want your business. I work hard. I care about my clients. That, the type of image style advertising that pretty much every real estate agent uses. And the problem is everyone's saying the same thing. Everyone looks the same. And I wanted to set myself apart from all the other real estate agents. And that's what I learned at this conference. They were talking about how to set yourself apart from other real estate agents and how to truly offer something to buyers and sellers that's unique. Something that the buyers and sellers really, really want, but the only place they could get it would be from me. And so that made sense. They couldn't get it by doing a Google search. It wasn't something being offered by other real estate agents. So I come back from the conference in Los Angeles and I start to implement this marketing system. Now, that was the first year I was number one in the world from RE/MAX. So I go from nowhere, like a nobody in real estate, to making millions and millions of dollars. This is how I got into coaching, because other agents all over the United States and Canada wanted to know, how is this young guy doing? He's only been in real estate for 3 years. How is he selling hundreds of houses and making millions of dollars a year? So I started sharing what I was doing with other real estate agents. And what I found is, as soon as they started doing what I was doing, when I would show them exactly the ads I was running and how I was doing it, they were starting to see the same kind of success that I was having. And that's when I understood that my success really had nothing to do with Craig Proctor, the person. My success was due to this system that I implemented. So the first system that I would show you is our lead generation system. So there is no cold calling, there is no door knocking in Craig Proctor world. We teach you how to offer inexpensive or free ads, like on Facebook Marketplace. It costs you zero. Even if I was to help you with the words that come out of your mouth, right? If I help you have better words come out of your mouth, words are free when you're speaking to buyers and sellers. That makes a big difference, because if people are interested in what you're offering, you're going to have more opportunity. Now, once we get the lead generation system up and going, literally here's what happens. Even for a newer agent like me, I didn't have any referrals, I didn't have any special skills, but running these ads inexpensively, because I had no money, and offering buyers and sellers what they wanted, buyers and sellers were starting to contact me. How easy is that? Let me know in comments if this is making sense to you. Maybe if you like this, maybe smash the like button, or maybe give me the little heart there. Click on that. I want to get your feedback. If you're sharing, if you see, maybe some of you and me, or some of me and you, like this is striking a chord with you, right? You just need someone to help you. And that's what I've been doing for over 25 years, is I've been sharing with real estate agents, well, what is it that buyers and sellers want? And I'll give you a couple of examples so you can try out what I'm talking about here today. But that was the first goal, is how do I get buyers and sellers calling me? I don't like cold calling, door knocking, prospecting. By the way, people don't answer the phone. People don't answer the phone anymore. So that doesn't work, right? We got to get them to call us. Well, how do I do that, Craig? What would I possibly offer that the other agents aren't offering? What could I offer that the buyers and sellers can't just go on the internet and find? Why can't they just go to Zillow and find a house, right? The buyers believe, I don't need a real estate agent to find a house. I just go to Zillow and I find a house. So we show you these things that you can offer. And it's an amazing thing, because people start calling you. Okay, now you can still blow it. Even if you get people, buyers and sellers calling you, you have to be able to qualify them, because you don't want to just meet with somebody because they call you. You don't want to meet with somebody just because they want to meet with you. We want to guard our time. That's how we're going to make lots of money. We need to be very, protective of our time and who we spend time with, who we meet with. So the next part of this is the conversion system. So first is lead generation. We get the buyers and sellers calling you. And then I teach you what to do and what to say when you're speaking with them, so you can determine two really important things. The two most important things that you want to know about any buyer or seller prospect is, are they motivated, right? And what is their timing? Are they motivated, and what is their timing? Now, again, I didn't know this earlier in my career, so I would meet with sellers who, be a total waste of time. I'd realize 5 minutes into the appointment, it's a nice elderly couple, but they're not motivated to sell their home. Maybe they're just lonely or whatever. How many of you have had that experience, right? Of course, right? Let me know in comments. And you're furious, right? You're mad at yourself because you're the one that set your appointment. You allowed this to happen. So we need to have a system to qualify the leads. So we get lots of buyers and sellers calling you. And that's important because we want to be able to pick and choose. Some of the buyers and sellers are going to be better than the others. And remember, the goal is you and I want to get rich selling real estate. So we got no time for people that aren't motivated, right? Or their timing's 2 years down the road. We only have time to work with the best of the best. So that is our follow-up and conversion system. Okay, now we got that down. The leads are coming in. We know how to follow up with them, and we're setting up appointments. We could still blow it. If we don't have a great listing presentation or we don't have a good buyer presentation, we could meet, right, with a whole bunch of buyers and sellers who say to you, I need to think about it. And that's their polite way of saying, no, thank you, right? We need a presentation system. There is a best way. When I just started in real estate, I had no listing presentation. Honestly, the little voice in the back of my mind when I would walk into a house is they're never going to list with me. I had no confidence. They're not going to list with me. I don't have anything unique or special. Well, I learned through trial and error and watching the response of the sellers as I would say different things. Some of the words that came out of my mouth were of interest, right? They were leaning in. They were like, okay, I like that. And then a lot of stuff I was saying they weren't interested in. So over years, I tested what do I need to say that is really of interest to buyers and sellers? And then what is the proper order? And I messed around with this listing presentation until I couldn't make it any better. Okay, now here's where it gets really great. So everything I say is happening, and there's only me, right? I'm a solo agent, so I'm getting busier and busier and busier. I'm working, 7 days a week, and I'm not married at this point, so no kids, no wife. But that gets, that's great. I'm making lots of money, but I want to have a life, right? So I was the first real estate agent that I'm aware of in all of North America to start a team. Okay, I mean, I was never a broker owner, but I partnered up with another agent. Her name was Lindy Black, and she'd been in real estate for about a year. I met her at an offer presentation. She was a really good agent, but like many agents, she had no business. And I said, well, I've got an overflow business. I got all this business. Why don't you come and work with me? I will teach you my listing presentation. I will teach you my buyer presentation, and you can handle the overflow buyers and sellers that I can't work with. And so she did. And she would shadow me, and I would shadow her, and I would teach her this Craig Proctor listing presentation system, this Craig Proctor buyer presentation system. Well, guess what? In a couple months, she's got it down. Do you know, I could send her out in a listing appointment and she would get the same conversion as me, right? If I was to go out and sign up 80% of the sellers I met with, so could Lindy Black. So my brain's like, well, if she can get the same outcome as I can get, I really don't need to go on listing appointments anymore, right? So I hired, pretty soon, Lindy Black comes into the office, hair's all over the place. She's like, I can't do this. Not only did I overwhelm myself, I had so much business coming in, Lindy Black couldn't do it all. So we hired a second licensed agent, and then a third licensed agent, and a fourth. Now, you can see how this is going. I'm making more and more money, and I know some of you are like, well, you had to split it with the agents. True, but I got up to 600 transactions. So, I have to give away 50%. Well, that would be the equivalent of doing 300 by myself, right? Because I'm splitting it with them. Well, I can't sell 300 homes by myself. How many of you like this idea? Okay, here's the thought I want to give you. How many homes could you sell if it had nothing to do with you? That was my mindset, right? I'm building a business here. I don't have a job anymore. I can go away on vacation. I can go away for the weekend golfing. Houses are being listed. Buyers are being showing properties. And I'm not a broker owner. I don't own a brokerage. They call them broker owners because the brokers are getting broker and broker. And I was making all the money. So my job was to come up with all these systems and then coach and train the agents on my team. That first year, Lindy Black made $250,000 for her. Well, that's good. That means she made $250,000 for me. Lindy made over $6 million with me. Okay, the time she was with me, that means I also made $6 million. So this is something all of you can do. Let me repeat this. This is not about me at all. This is a totally free presentation I'm doing here today. I'm just giving back to you. This is what happened to me. I was not expected to succeed in real estate. But all I did was I tried hard and I tried different things. And I think you just need someone to help you. Now, whether that person is me or that person is somebody else, I do know this. Everything that you want to do in real estate has already been done by somebody else. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to struggle. The answers are there. All you have to say is, you know what? I like Craig's style. This makes sense to me. I could learn from Craig because Craig made millions and millions of dollars every single year selling real estate. I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world more than 1 year, several years. I sold more real estate and made more money than any other RE/MAX agent in the world. But I also, at the same time, had my very successful coaching and seminar business to give back to real estate agents, to share what happened to me to you. And that's been very gratifying. I got to say this, I sold over 10,000 homes and I'm retired from real estate now, but I never had in all those years, 25 years of selling real estate, I don't think I ever had a home buyer or seller say, Craig, you changed my life. They might have said, hey, you did a great job, Craig. We're going to refer you some people we know, some friends and relatives. But I didn't have a buyer or seller say you changed my life. But with this coaching real estate part of it, I get that kind of satisfaction every day. Right? To help you, to help your family, and all the people on your team do better. Now, some of you watching this, you might already have a team, and you want your team to work a little bit better, right? Some of you are solo agents, and you're trying to figure this out. Some of you are brand new in the business. Some of you are grizzled veterans. It doesn't matter. I've got clients in small towns, big cities, male, female, rookies, veterans, agents struggling, agents making millions of dollars. Some of my clients sell over 1,000 homes a year. Some of them make over $6 or $7 million in gross commission income. They've been with me, some of them for 10 or 15 or 20 years. The question is do you think I could help you? The first way I can help you is I'm going to offer a free report on this topic. If you drop in your email address, I'll send the report out. I don't know if I've got one on my desk here, but I'm going to email it out, or someone in my team will email this out. And the report is on our topic here. How do I start from where I am now and create a real business for myself? Maybe you can create a 7-figure business like I did. If you want the free report, please type your email address into the comments now, and someone from my team will get that out to you. So we've talked about you got to offer something that buyers and sellers really, really want that they can't get on their own. Because believe me, if they can get it on their own, that's exactly what they're going to do. Nobody wants to talk to a salesperson, right? You can't be positioned as an ordinary salesperson. You need, on the strength of your marketing, to set yourself apart. This is positioning, right? So buyers and sellers are chasing you. You're not chasing them. Can everyone see the value in the positioning of that? If we can get them to call you, that's way better than you having to call up, dozens or hundreds of people to get a good one on the phone. And now that people aren't answering the phone, this is even more important that we get this figured out. So I figured it out. I've taught over 30,000 real estate agents the Craig Proctor system. All you have to do today is say maybe. That's it. It's free, okay? I'm not selling you anything. I'm trying to give you a free report that explains the steps. Now, some of you will get the report and you'll get excited and you'll want to book a call. Now, for those of you that would like to book a breakthrough call, a free breakthrough call, costs $0. If someone could type into comments, proctorcall.com. So my name, proctorcall.com. And that's a Zoom meeting for about 30 minutes. We'll ask you a bunch of questions about your business, where you are and where you want to go. And for $0 for free, we would give you our advice on how you can implement some of the things we're talking about. Now, for the skeptics, you might say, well, Craig, why would you do that? Well, right now, I've met a lot of you that I didn't know before. That's a good start, right? If I, for free, for $0, if I give you good advice, and you really think that maybe I'm helpful and I know what I'm talking about, some of you will become my clients. Not all of you, but some of you will become my clients. So that's a good strategy, right? I want to teach you the same strategy for you and your marketplace, right? I want to teach you how to do a presentation like we're doing here. Like I didn't have to meet with you to do this presentation. I didn't have to drive over to your house or sit at your kitchen table. I want to teach you how to present to your world, to your marketplace, the neighborhood, the city that you work with great information for buyers and sellers, offering them information they really, really want, and they don't know how to get it. You're the only one offering it. It's not being offered by the real estate agents. They can't get it on the internet. Now you're like, well, how do I do that? This is what we teach you how to do. Now, once this works and you get an overflow of business, how many of you think you could make more money and sell more houses? Imagine if you didn't have to work with every buyer and seller. That's how you get rich selling real estate. How painful is it to work with skeptical buyers and sellers? You know, people that they don't respect your time, they lie to you, they fight you all the way through the transaction. You know the people I'm talking about, right? And no matter how great a job you do for them, at the end, they're still not happy. And they tell other people not to use you. The other clients appreciate you. They're way easier to work with. They don't grind you down on your real estate commission. They take your advice on pricing, and they give you a 5-star review, and they send all their friends and family to you. Who would you rather work with? Well, this is how I got rich selling real estate. Remember, I didn't know anything about real estate. I didn't even like houses. I never sold anything in my life. Here's what I did. I got my real estate license. I was failing because I was copying all the crap they told me to do. And then I went to a seminar in Los Angeles and I talked about how to direct response market, how to offer buyers and sellers things they want. Well, what I'm doing is not working. I come back from the seminar in Los Angeles. I implement this stuff. A year later, I'm the number one RE/MAX agent in the entire world. So I feel it's like my duty to give back to you guys. So if you like this, again, do me a favor, smash the like button or give me a little heart. Make sure you also follow me. Okay, follow my stuff, because if you follow my stuff, you'll get notifications. Turn on notifications. Follow me on social media, because if you like this, every time I go live, you'll get notified. And if you know other agents that you think might like this, also you can share this with other agents, right? Just share this, so maybe you want to send it to your broker owner because they want to help the other agents in their office as well. So we're going to have a lead generation system. Then we're going to have a conversion system. Then we're going to have a presentation system. And when all that works, boom, you've got so much business as a solo agent, you can't do it all by yourself. Then we go to the hiring recruiting system, okay? We teach you, well, how do I grow my team? What do I need to know to recruit, hire, train, and manage a team so you can grow it and you become super profitable? I don't know if you guys know this story, but by 2011, I'm in Toronto, Canada. By 2011, I moved my family to Sarasota, Florida, and we lived on the beach for 3 years while my business was up in Canada selling houses. I remember the first year that I moved to Florida, I was the number one RE/MAX agent in the whole country, and I wasn't even around. I was down in Florida on the beach. That's what we want. We want a business. That was the real proof right there for everybody that Craig Proctor has a business. He's 2,500 miles away from his hometown. He's on the beach in Sarasota, Florida with his boat and his family. My kids go to school in Florida. And my business back in Canada is cranking out 600 home sales a year. That was the true test. That's how you know this is real. So my track record is very well documented. So check me out if you're skeptical or whatever. But also check out who else is giving you advice. How many, do you know any other coach? Name me one other coach that sold over 10,000 homes. If they did, they were probably my student. Anybody that sells like, it probably came from me. Okay, they were part of the Craig Proctor system, and now they're a guru or a coach. But look at these. Tom Ferry. How many homes did Tom sell? Oh, that's right. He didn't have a real estate license, right? But claims to be the number one real estate coach in the country. You guys have to decide who you want to take advice from. Somebody that's never done it, or somebody that's sold 10,000 homes and was the number one agent in the whole country. You got to decide. If I want to learn how to play golf, Do I want to learn from somebody that is an academic and they read about how to play golf, in books? Or would you rather learn how to play golf from Tiger Woods? Okay, somebody that was successful. So this is what's wrong in this industry. There's a lot of bad advice and bad training. I'm offering you a free call. If someone again can type into the comments, proctorcall.com. No space, proctorcall.com. It's a clickable link. You'll go to my Acuity Day Timer. You'll book a day and a time, and we'll see you on the other side. Absolutely free. Not trying to sell you anything. We're going to give you good advice, and you can decide, hey, is this Craig Proctor system something I'm interested in? So make sure also that you request the free report on how to create a 7-figure real estate business that will eventually run on its own, a real business that's going to give you what you want: more money, more time, and more freedom in your life. Again, let me know your comments. If you found this extremely helpful, let me know here today. Smash the like button, give me a little heart, share your comments, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Take care. We'll see you next time. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.